long you been since we played together?
12 years.
And you still got it? Yeah, we can still do that.
One man.
Hello everyone, I am here with another cast member from Drumline. The guy with the pretty big dimples that everyone like, right? No. But here next to me is Armandi, known as Tye White. How are you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm well.
Right.
It's nice to finally meet you.
That's the first time I heard that one. Everybody else was not excited to meet me.
I wasn't excited. I don't know. When I interviewed Rome, I told him and I told the audience that I didn't like you in the movie. And he was like, he's such a nice guy. And I was like, you were kind of like a womanizer. Can you tell me your role on Drumline?
I guess to make it short and sweet, I was an asshole. My purpose there in the movie was to just antagonize Danny, make her life a living hell, challenge Tyree, just pretty much be the thorn in everybody's backside.
You play when we say you play. You got it?
I'll keep up, wanna be.
I have to believe that I belong here.
It was fun to play though.
Oh, I bet. It's quite easy being an asshole, right?
Oh yeah.
So you don't have to practice
just
that,
rolled
right?
over in the morning, just got out the bed. That's
an easy roll. So my question is, I felt that you had a crush on her and you liked her, and that's another reason why you picked on her, because she didn't pay you no mind at all, and you weren't who she wanted.
Look, man, Armandi gets chose on. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I played with the idea when I first read the script. I tried to give it some levels in terms of like the reason why he was so hard on her, and in the first time I actually saw her, I wanted to holler at her.
You said it to
her cousin. Yeah, I wanted to holler at her, and
at freshman week or something.
Yeah,
at a party.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk to her and everything, and obviously didn't go that direction. But so I think it was a combination of those two things. Yes, he's misogynistic, and but he also wanted to holler at her, and the band actually does mean something to him. I played with the idea that he didn't really have much of a family, so that was his motivation. That was his family. That's why it means so much to him. That's why he went so hard for it. He didn't do it in the right way, but
let's talk about the same way.
Yeah.
So were you really behind this, or was her cousin behind this from her not making B1?
Oh, it was a combination of both. I didn't vote for her, obviously, but I in the script it came down to, it was like 2-2 or 3-3, so the final decision was his. But I obviously didn't vote for her too, so it was really both of us.
So what was your issue?
It originates from me. I don't like the fact, I do like girls, obviously. You see me later on in the movie with two of them, but I didn't trust her to actually I guess do what we were trying to do, which was win. And combined with the fact that I had a little crush on her, and
and she was messing around with old dudes.
She was messing around, so I didn't really like that. But I like Javen though, like her dude. Like me and him were cool at certain points, but then other times I was just, I was all over the place, man. I was just there to really piss everybody off. Like at some point or another, I got into it with everybody, and it was really a joy. It sounds really weird saying that, but it was a joy to play that, because it's so far from who I am as a person. And I try to model myself as like a Denzel. Like I like how the fact that he's really genuine, really nice, and he can play those roles, charismatic, good guy. But when he won an Oscar, he was playing a bad guy, and you remember him for that from Training Day, because he stood out as that. And you're like, he's the type of bad guy that, not like the twirling mustache, but he's the guy that he still has friends, and you see why other people still hang with him, like why the other bad guys like him, why they follow him. And I really tried to in some way model Armandi after that. Like he was an asshole, he's a bad guy, but you see why Javen might have wanted to hang out with him, because he is cool to kick it with. Why Tyree goes back and forth.
He was okay. I didn't see. I couldn't stand him in that movie. But my question is, I see you have the dimples. I love them. The dimples is everything on you. It's so cute. You look so cute and innocent.
Thank you.
How hard was it to stay in this character with this little baby innocent face you have?
Oh, it's hard. It's hard from a standpoint, like when you walk on set, the producers, Billy, great director, they always had to come over to me, because I'm just genuine. I'm coming around, I'm like trying to kick it, laughing and joke. Literally like 5 minutes before we take a take, they were like, all right, Tye, cut it out.
Really?
And they would try to like, don't smile on me.
that dang I can't stand.
Yeah, that dang I can't stand. So they was like in the movie they're like, don't smile,
right?
Don't smile, and it was a correct note because it paid off in the end. So you know, I brought that into the character and I brought that in, but it also helps that you have a great person like Billy Woodruff who helps, you know, mold it even more so the product turns out all right.
So one other question was, you know, you're not an asshole, so you say, right?
So I say.
What was like for you to call the young lady out her name? Is something that normal to you? Do you do that on a regular?
Well, no, I don't do it on a regular. But what I'll say is, I envisioned a guy I don't like from my past, and I imagined calling him that. Okay. So it was easy to kind of use that energy and fuel to say it with some like vigor. And
if you don't mind me asking, who is this guy from the past?
Oh man, I ain't dropping his name.
You don't have to say a name. What is it? An enemy? You know?
Oh, it's just
where did the rage come from?
Oh, it's just somebody who like used to start stuff with me, and I'm always passive, and I use that to kind of. Okay. I just, you know, we actors, you know, like yourself, you find motivation in certain places. And and even when rehearsals, table reads, I almost like, I wasn't ready to get to that point yet. So I would like kind of fumble through saying it. And then Billy would stop, but hold on, just say it.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, man. And I just say it and let it fly. So it's just, you know, it feels weird and all that stuff. But I mean, it's acting at the end of the day. And Alex was very gracious for letting me call her that, probably 10 times, all the different angles and everything like that. So she was really gracious, and I would always, after every take, I would run over there and say, you know, I'm sorry, and hug her, and she was like, sorry you acting, baby. I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's just, it feel wrong. So she was really nice.
So speaking of Billy, what was it like working with Billy?
Billy's the man. Billy's the man. I can't speak or sing his praises enough as a director, as a friend, and as a mentor, honestly. I think that he's given all of us an incredible opportunity to kind of launch our careers. There's always somebody that takes a risk on you. And I found out like a lot of stuff behind the scenes, like when you're auditioning process, you got 10 different people trying to agree on one person for a role. Right. Everybody didn't agree on Jordan, you know, Alex. Like there's always going to be somebody. Billy, and I've heard this from other producers, they were like, Billy was fighting from you from the get-go. Wow. From the get-go. So
shout outs to you, Billy.
Yeah, Billy's the man, man. And I've told him this numerous times, like, man, just thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. And believing that I could do the job, even though he knew it was far from my character. He was like, nah, he can do it. He can do it. And he kept fighting for me, And there's other producers too, you know, Maggie, Wendy, Lisa, they all did, you know, fought for me.
So my question is, were you a drummer before Drumline? Did it come natural to you?
I'm a saxophone player.
Oh, okay.
I can play the sax.
Oh, that's
I can play
cute.
the sax, but I cannot drum.
I wish you would have brought your sax out. I'd love to hear that.
Man, I didn't think like Rome. Rome was I'm ready, like playing and everything like that. But
I would have loved to hear that.
Yeah, but no, the guys down there, they gave us a crash course in like 2 weeks. And the main thing that we tried to do was, there was no way we were going to learn what they have spent their entire lives doing. Right. It's an insult to their craft to be able to say that we're going to pick it up and perform that in 2 weeks. But we did try to accomplish the tricks.
It's a drumline in the real world, Danielle.
I am going.
So there's certain tricks and things that we're able to do with the sticks to make it, to give it that, to give it that movie magic like we're able to play. And I can play certain cadences, but the complicated ones, and they're far more advanced than I will ever be, you know.
So tell me, what was the hardest scene for you to do in Drumline?
The band performances. I mean, you're talking about 100-degree weather, and then you're talking about the layers, and then
it was hot out there.
Yeah, huh? I mean, hot Atlanta. They don't call it that for nothing. So yeah, it was. Those were the most difficult things, and it gave me a new respect for what they do in halftime shows. It really did, and even they were really shocked too, because they go out there, they do it once. 20 minutes, however long their show is, and they're back in the room. But they had to do it repeatedly to get that movie feel, get all the different angles, and then that was easily the most difficult thing.
I know you grew up on LaToya Luckett. What was it like working with this beautiful actress?
It's changed around here since we were on this field.
Yeah, and you landed in my brother's bed a month later.
Man, LaToya.
You had a crush on her? Is that what you're telling me?
LaToya don't know it, but she don't know. If she ever, you know, happens to see this interview, she'll know then. Like everybody has a crush on Latoya.
Oh, you have a crush on Latoya?
Latoya is a very, very beautiful person inside and out. She is.
So how was it seeing her? Did you just want to grab her sometimes, give her a hug? Like, what was it like?
No, I mean, I kept it very professional. I mean, I have a girlfriend, so I'm not like gonna be.
Sorry, ladies, you didn't get there yet, but he has a girlfriend.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not gonna be like that, but I'll put it like this, and I'll summarize it like this. Me and Leonard were talking one day, and it just kind of came up, and I was like, she was always my favorite, like over Beyonce and everybody else. Like she was always the one where I was like, yeah, Latoya. Like when they first dropped, I was like, Latoya. I was like, who's that one? And I mean, they're all talented.
You're all good, yeah. So enough of Drumline. We know we've seen enough of you, the pretty dimples, all of that. Let everyone know who Tye White really is. Where are you from?
Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit.
Well, suburbs of Detroit.
I'm from Cleveland, so we kind of like cousins.
Midwest,
you know
how we do. We all struggling out there. Cleveland, Detroit. You know, we just we gonna make it.
It seems like Midwest people are always the friendliest, most down to earth.
I think we're genuine. I think we're genuine. We're raised with a certain, I guess, empathy to people, and you just it's just something you exude. So I can always know when somebody has that Midwest or down south feel to them, like just genuine. Because I've met people out here, New York, wherever have you, Miami, and they don't have that same feel, that same vibe. And you're like, I know that you don't. Me and you may not vibe in the long run because you just don't have the same morals that I have.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell everyone, how did you make it to LA? How did you get here from Detroit? What's your story?
My story is I was working at a bank, JP Morgan Chase, as a banker.
Oh, that's cute. I can see you in like a little suit, tie, business casual look.
Man, I was working as a banker, and I'll try to make it as short as possible. One day I was sitting with my sitting at my desk, and I called like one of my best friends who was in New York at that time, and we were just talking, and I was like, man, we got like 35 more years till we can retire. And this was like 6 months into the job. And I was like, 6 months, maybe a year into the job. And I was like, man, I can't do this no more. I'm like, seriously, it was bothering me because I was like, I've only been alive for whatever it was, X amount of years. And I was like, man, I can't do this no more. So I quit the next month. And then it just so happened that I don't even think anybody really knows this, but just so happened somebody was scrolling through Facebook, and they came across a picture of me and my girlfriend at the time. Like I had it as my profile picture. And they asked me, did I want to be on this reality show? And I was like, they didn't tell us what it was. And I was like, I don't know. And probably not. And I was, it's probably one of them dating games. I'm not doing that. I want to act, and I'm eventually going to get out there. But they asked us, and they were like, we'll fly you to LA to interview you and everything like that. And I was like, well, hell, let's go get a free trip.
Free trip to LA. Let's kick it.
Interview. So we kicking it. We going to LA. We're interviewing, meeting all these different people. I don't know what it's about. Blah, blah, blah. About 3 days in, it was a 7-day trip. About 3 days in, they started showing this show, like the reality show it is. And it's a really big show. But I had never watched it. So I was like, dang. I was like, so they want us to be on this? It turned out it was Amazing Race.
Oh my God! Wait, you were on there?
I was on Amazing Race.
Shut up!
Yeah. Nobody knows that. Nobody really knows.
Check you out.
Yeah,
let me go on to Google and YouTube and let me see if I see those big.
Yeah, man, I'm out there. So
how was it?
It was fun. We didn't win, or else I'd be sitting pretty right now. But it was a lot of fun. I met a lot of cool people.
How far did you get?
Finished seventh place.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a lot of fun. Met a lot of cool people.
So from Amazing Race, you took your career.
Yeah, from that moment, I took it as like I didn't want to do my job anymore. I did the Amazing Race. This is obviously a sign from God that I need to be in LA, and I just need to let it go. And when I got here, it wasn't the easiest transition as I think it's gonna be.
I think we all thought that. I got here, I thought it was gonna be like, I'm gonna make it just like that.
Yes, like, snap off, and everybody thought we was gonna have that Rome path. Rome been here 2 weeks. Like
I'm saying though, that's one dude. I was like, how did he get to make it that quick?
Rome not even here yet. Rome he's still
visiting.
He's visiting. So
but everybody ain't got that cute little curly hair. You got that little Rome swag.
Rome's the man. I want to be like him when I grow up. But
you're gonna be better.
But
he's gonna be better now. Sorry.
Don't tell her.
Just kidding, because you know,
Bro, be like,
get mad here.
you ready?
Just a little joking jokes. Don't get mad.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I struggled along the way. Got some parts. Did some short films. Did some decent shows. Did Pretty Little Liars. And
gonna drive across the country, live in Spain or Italy. We were gonna climb to the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Stuff like that, mixology. And,
that's cute.
Yeah, and,
so you've been on the road.
Yeah, I mean, it took a while, but this by far is the best year I've had.
So where are you now? What's the future looking like for Mr. Tye White?
Well, I'm hoping to snag a pilot or another big movie coming up soon.
Yeah,
like I got a couple things in the works, and I've been working.
I heard a few rumors. Is it true that you're like working with LL Cool J on something?
I am.
Oh, really? Because you kind of favor him.
Oh, man. I'll take it. Look, ladies love Cool J, man, so yeah. I'll take it.
Can you spill the beans on that? I mean, what are you doing with LL?
Yeah, well, well, as far as LL, I auditioned for this role probably like 2-3 weeks ago, and it was set for a 14-year-old. I laughed.
Lord Jesus.
I laughed. I
literally 6'2", 185-pound, dimple-faced dude is not about to play no 14-year-old.
Exactly. So I laughed when I got and I was like, man, I'm not even gonna go to this. I'm not gonna go. And then I got talked into it, like by my girlfriend and friends. Like, man, just go. So I went, and then the whole time I'm there, I'm seeing people that look 14, look maybe 18. Like, so they're looking younger than me, and I'm like, I'm not about to get this, whatever. I walk in the room, do my job, and then walk out, and I'm laughing the whole way. I'm like, there's no way, and I kind of forget about it.
But you gotta remember, you favor him. Did those people favor LL Cool J?
No, and I think that was the end. That was the. I hear stories all the time about how they'll rewrite a script based upon the person
that come in,
and I'm a prime example that I did not fit what they wrote originally.
You had the complexion, the height. No offense to your girlfriend, the LL Cool J lips. You definitely look like you could be his son. So.
That's what
it got it. We're gonna keep it real. That's what really got it. You got the LL Cool J lips, and everybody, yo, he's gonna play the role.
Yeah.
So they called you back, and was like, you're on board.
And I'm on board. So I'm playing his son on a recurring role on NCIS LA.
Okay, so when should I see that?
The first introduction, I think it's a Christmas episode, so I'll probably be sometime before Christmas this year. Okay. And then yeah. So it's been cool, man. That guy, he's amazing.
What is it like to work? You're working with him right now. What is it like to work with LL Cool J? Because I grew up on me some LL Cool J. Tell me about that.
I'll say that it's crazy to really be around a true star. Like, the energy that he brings, he really has like an aura. And when he came in, he was also very welcoming, like Nick Cannon was, but like times 10. Like, I'm really, because I'm a big fan of his. Like, I remember his battle raps when he embarrassed Cannabis. I was like, come on, man. Cannabis, nobody knows what Cannabis is now. Like, nobody knows. They're like, Cannabis, are you still out there? Or did he just bury you somewhere? So, I mean, from the rapping career down to, the music career down to movies, like mine, I know all his offbeat stuff. In Too Deep, like Mind Hunters, like
What's
all these.
What's your favorite LL Cool J song?
Oh, man.
Come on. Think fast.
I'm trying to think. Because I'm probably going to say something that... What's the one where...
Sing it if you don't know the name.
Who Do You Love? That's mine.
How'd it go?
I can't sing
No,
it,
just tell me. I want to make sure you know the lyrics. What is it?
Man make the money, money never make the man. I don't remember how it goes.
Got little rap skills going on.
Yeah, man. Okay. I ain't him, but yeah.
Man make the money, money never made the man. You can still fake the jacks, throwing rocks on a hand. See, you put your back down. Now you need no brown rock roller with so much ice your caps roller.
Yeah, but he was really gracious to work with, like very inviting in. Like I'm like I said, I'm very like I'm gonna be professional and give you a space, because I don't know how some people like to work, and you hear stuff about some stars that are like, they don't like to be bothered. Right. They like to go through their process, or they just might be having days with, like everybody, they just want to be to themselves. But he walked in, he was like, what's up, man? You playing my son? And I was like, all right, well now we on in. And so he was really cool, really cool, fun to work with, and it's just to see his process, to see how he acts, and he honestly put me up on some game as far as being a young African American male in this industry, and like he just kind of pulled me to the side and really just told me a couple things as far as like how to have longevity.
What's
in
one
this
advice
business.
that LL Cool J told you that stood out?
Never let him see you sweat. Never let him see you sweat.
Are you sweating right now? Because I see a little.
I'm
bit
a little
on
perspiring
your
right
nose.
now.
A little bit on your nose right there.
That's that drink right there. But yeah, he
Never
just,
let him see you
never
sweat.
let him see you
Ty.
sweat. That's the simplest way I can break it down to. It was much longer than that, but he was just like, always be about your business. If someone knows that they can get to you, they'll get to you, and they'll use that as an opportunity to almost disassemble you before you even put together.
So how are you preparing yourself for this role right now?
Well, I bring a lot of me to it, and you, like you said it. You said I resemble him, so I just try to encompass what he does on that show a little bit, because I really am almost a mirror copy of him, younger than him. So I just try to bring what he does, what he brings to the show, plus myself, my own personality, and just try to have a good time. And he was. I actually shot it the first episode yesterday, so he was really.
Oh my God! Okay.
Yeah, he was tremendous to work with, man. It was really a blessing. You know, you had these ideas of like people you want to work with. One day you're like, yo, I want to play Denzel's son.
Right.
One day I want to play Will's son, or I want to work with Will, and people throw out these names,
and it's actually falling into
and it actually fell into place. And I was like, God is good, man. God is definitely good.
It's definitely good for
Yeah.
you. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you.
Man.
So you're working on pilots right now. You're working with LL Cool J right now. That'll be out soon in December.
Yeah.
You're also a saxophonist. Sucks I didn't get to hear that. My feelings are hurt. What
Next
else are
time.
you doing?
Writing, and this week I was actually on the episode of, I was about to say mixology, but Red Band Society.
Okay.
So I did an episode of that. I didn't get to work with Octavia. I would have loved to, but my scenes were with the kids, and they're talented too. Like they're amazing.
So how has life been for you after Drumline?
Good. No complaints at all. Like it's just been kind of a whirlwind, because I'm a firm believer, and I tell some of my friends this, and I have a very good friend who's even further along in his career than I am. Like, I think work begets work in this business. Like, everybody's kind of apprehensive about giving you your first big job. Everybody's a little nervous. Can he do it? Does he know how to act? Will he be a problem? Blah blah. Not just this. This is everybody.
Right.
So when you get that first opportunity, then people trust you, and you start getting the ball rolling in terms of your career, because people are like, oh yeah, he can, if he can do this big thing, then there's 2 scenes that I want him to do, he can do that.
So
and then they can make a quick phone call just to check, like, how was he on set? How was she on set? And they just they're like, oh yeah, he's a pleasure to work with. All right, we know he can do the job. We've seen the tape on him, and he's good to work with. Yeah, let's just hire him. So once the tape gets out about you, once the word spreads, I think people just kind of, your career grows, and I'm looking forward to all of us having, like, I've always said this, like I said earlier, I said Billy gave us an incredible opportunity, and I really hope and pray that all of us are kind of like the new crop of young black
coming up.
Yeah, because it started Omar Epps and Tay Diggs, Morris Chestnut, like those.
So y'all the new little.
I'm hoping and praying.
Well, I guess I'm swilling in and be the new little Halle.
Look, you just be Holly. You be Holly. There's got to be another Holly. There's got to be another
Halle,
Yeah,
and she's from Ohio too, so I might as well just take her place.
Man, Midwest be putting them out. I'm telling you.
So, if there's any advice you have to give to any aspiring men, boys that wants to follow in your footsteps,
the first thing I say is I don't know shit. So I'm just learning. Like I'm learning like they are. I'm not that far more advanced, but the little bit of knowledge that I do know, I'll say it's going to be basic stuff that they already probably heard. Stay in class, work hard, and pray. Those 3 things, with some luck, because I know prayer and luck, I think it's a lot of it. And I think that you have an opportunity to make a life for yourself. But I think that people should also want to be in it for the right reasons. Like, I was an athlete growing up. Like, I played basketball and football, and those are my passions. And I used to always, like, I had this weird thing when I would drive to school in the morning. I would create movies out of the soundtracks that I was listening to. Like, I'd be like, oh yeah, this would be a dope soundtrack to drop at this part in the movie. So I like have all these like ideas. And my grandma was like, she always wanted to act. Like, that was her dream. She never got to do it. So me and her would always talk about it, and she would just say, make our dream come true. Make our dream come true. And I've had an incredible support system along the way, but I think that if you're in it for the right reasons, if it's not for the fame, like, which is everybody seems like they're in it for it now, but if it's not for the fame, if it's something that you're truly passionate about, that you love doing, I think that you have an opportunity to make a living and, you know, make an impact in people's lives.
Oh, that was very nice. Very well said, Don. Thanks for coming to meet with me. I really appreciate it. You know, clearing things up. You're not the guy that I thought, the womanizer from Drumline.
Hey, I'll take it though. People hate me, but they
hate
saying it like they hate me. They like, he does an okay job,
man.
so I'll take it.
You know, shout outs for Rome for hooking me up with everyone.
Rome, that's my man's, man.
And where can your fans find you and keep up with you and follow your journey to success?
I'll say you can find me at Instagram, Twitter, at We Want Tye White. That's WETYE. White.
Okay.
We
can't spell today. It's this stuff.
Look, man, it's that Patron.
We want Tye White. Ladies, unfortunately, you can't have him because, as he stated, he has a girlfriend.
I'm spoken for.
He's spoken for.
I'm spoken for. She's
so, you know, you want to keep up with him, follow his journey. Stay tuned in December. You're going to see him working as LL Cool J's son. NCIS, right?
NCIS LA.
So everyone, we just finished up with the handsome Tye White from Drumline. Stay tuned to HHB Media, and I am Alison Law, and you can follow me on That's A Law, Instagram and Twitter. Stay tuned. Let the dollar circulate. Let the dollar circulate.